Hello, I'm Ian Beaumont, and welcome to day 5 of Video Blogging Week here on Viewpoint. I have a particular thing against what I call the biased media. That is media who seem to focus on lies, spin, and propaganda rather than truth and facts. That's how it is. I'd much rather the media did its job of reporting the news. And just reporting it, not commenting on it. Maybe room for, an editorial page in the papers, but, it's not for them to say, this is how it is, and to print lies, rather than just to say, these are the facts of the story, and then on the editorial page, give their opinion, But far too often what we see from the conservative media in particular, but the liberal side is just as bad, is a spinned out version or spun out version of a story that contains less factual content than most fictional books. So it's nice to see and hear sometimes members of the biased media getting their asses handed to them. And we had that just recently with a caller on the Rush Limbaugh extravaganza, or as I call him, the Boss Limburger show. Basically, the boss man took a call from someone who voted Republican in the last election, didn't particularly like Barack Obama, and actually, was a veteran who had served in Iraq and in other places. And the vet tore into Limbaugh. Limbaugh could have cut the guy off at any time. He could have just pulled the fader down, said, no, I'm sorry, I'm not taking your call any longer. It would have been unprofessional of him to do so, so I'm glad he actually didn't. But the biggest thing now is that all he could do to argue against this guy was to insult him and say, you're not a Republican. What? He's not a Republican because he voted Republican? Or because he was criticizing you, Boss Limburger? I think that's what it was. Just because he criticized you meant, he can't be on the same, it's this old, you're either with me or against me thing. Well, it doesn't surprise me that down there in Florida, where the studio is based, reality has yet to set in. But if and when it does, we will definitely report it. And also, I will be very surprised, actually, if it does. Because Boss Limburg has been in that echo chamber for so long that his own voice has been distorted so much, and the voices of others like him, Sean Hannity, Bill O'Reilly, Mark Levin, Michael Savage, all of these guys, done more damage to politics than even the Watergate scandal, and that's saying something. The right-wing echo chamber is more damaging to political discourse than even the biggest political scandals that America has ever dealt with. And that's really says something about how bad the conservative media is in the US and around the world. For every time, though, that someone gets their assets handed to them like that, you get a victory like we had today, where the conservative press managed to basically hound another public servant out of office. This time, the commissioner for the anti-terror operations, Bob Quick, the one who was photographed with a secret document visible. And this was, of course, he resigned after, of course, the Daily Telegraph had decided to splash that big picture of the document over its front page. Of course, just blacklining a few bits here and there to try and save sensitive details, perhaps. If they were really responsible, they wouldn't do these kind of things. Yes, it's their job to highlight. It's the media's job to highlight when people do things wrong. But blurring the writing would have been enough. Showing him holding the thing and having blurred the writing would have been enough. The rest of it, actually zooming in like that on the piece of paper and showing the words for everyone to see was irresponsible, unnecessary, and flagrantly dishonest. If this is a victory for them, then it just seems that their political masters have shot themselves once again in the foot. Because if that's a victory, I'd hate to see what a defeat would be. We've lost a good counter-terrorism commander because he basically pissed off the Conservative Party a couple of times. That's no victory in my book. That's Viewpoint on day 5 of Video Blogging Week. I'm Ian Beaumont. See you again tomorrow. Bye bye.